Alright, I'm here again, it's Waifu Belector, and yesterday we got a brand new look at Rocksteady's long overdue upcoming game, Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League. And you may remember that within the other couple of times this game has been shown off, the reception has not been the warmest. Most notably, people being upset that the game would have a battle pass. Maybe not the most productive place to use your anger, but that's what people were mad about. Anyway, now we've got a brand new 20-minute breakdown of the game and an all new release date with pre-orders ready. But Suicide Squad's detractors take no days off, and so with the new news, we now have new things to be upset about. Well, kinda. Folks are just kinda getting mad at the old stuff again. Anyway, allow me to get into it, and I'll be honest, I'm not gonna say anything you want to hear in this video. You probably won't agree with anything I have to say, but it probably needs to be said regardless. So, let's go. Now in this new showcase of Suicide Squad, as I said, we get the new release date for the game, which is February 2nd, 2024, and all throughout this thing we're getting a nice long look at both the cinematic and gameplay sides of Suicide Squad. And here's where I'm gonna say the first thing you won't like. This game actually looks good to me. It does, it looks good, it looks fun. I know I'm not supposed to say that, I know I'm supposed to hate it, but the reasons I'm supposed to hate this game just don't track with me. I don't hate games because they have battle passes, I don't hate games because they plan to be live service, I don't hate games because they aren't purely single player. Those just aren't good reasons to hate a game to me. Being a live service is more trouble for a game than it is for me. Keeping up with the content necessary to maintain a constant player base across years is a task and a half for anyone to put on their shoulders. But it doesn't fucking affect my enjoyment. I play games for as long as they're fun to me and engaging me, and then I move on. If someone wants to try and entertain me forever, I say let them. So the main reasons I'm supposed to hate this game are just sort of fucking idiotic and a product of old ass so-called gaming purists currently being in control of games media. Most people at the forefront of games media are all upwards of 35, and so they struggle to accept or see value in anything that doesn't present itself in the way that they're accustomed to, which would be a single player game for a fixed price point and no other added purchases or microtransactions anywhere to be found. But that's not the world we live in. And not being that doesn't make a game bad. From what I can tell, Suicide Squad is graphically impressive, it looks fun to play, at least to me, and it has the potential to create a cool story. Why I'm supposed to hate that? I don't know. Now don't get me wrong. The game could come out and be shit. I don't fucking know, I haven't played it. But any game can be shit. Even games that are doing what the geezer ass gaming purist and the people they brainwash want. Theoretically, everyone should have loved Forspoken, a game with a fixed price point, single player, story driven, no microtransactions, battle passes, loot boxes, nothing. But as we know, Forspoken received about as much love as a red-headed stepchild. And I know I'm supposed to hate Diablo 4 because it's ongoing with battle passes and purchasable cosmetics, but that game is fire. It's fucking great. I don't care what I'm supposed to hate. Some live service games are good, some are shit. Some single player one-time purchase games are good, some fucking suck. So I can't definitively say which way Suicide Squad will go, but what I will say is from what I can see, it looks good. That's not me telling you it's gonna be the best game ever. That's me saying exactly what I said. The game that I've never played looks good to me before I've played it. But let's go to another thing that some people are upset with. And this isn't a new thing either. They said this when the gameplay was first shown, but now they're mad all over again. So some people have a problem with the fact that Captain Boomerang and to a lesser degree King Shark are using guns. And I've gotta tell you, this is kinda stupid to me. Listen, I'm a big DC fan, have been my whole life. Comics, movies, animated movies, cartoons, video games, whatever. I love DC and its characters and so many of its narratives. And I gotta tell you, this is silly to be angry about. Putting a slew of guns into the arsenal of Captain Boomerang is not contrary to the character or his personality. I get it. He's Captain Boomerang. He can't shoot a gun. No, he can, and he would. So would King Shark. It is not weird for King Shark to pick up a minigun and shoot people with it. But listen, Where we would have a problem is if these characters were using these guns but not using the things they typically would either. That would be a problem. If Captain Boomerang wasn't using his boomerangs at all, that's a problem. If King Shark isn't biting or eating anybody, that's a problem. But guess what, guys? We've already seen both of those things happen. Captain Boomerang is using his boomerangs as people post footage of him complaining that he isn't. It's idiotic. People are acting like they put a gun in the hand of Enchantress and called it a day. Because yes, that would be fucking stupid. That would literally make no sense. But that's not what happened. We're talking about Captain fucking Boomerang. If you've ever paid any attention to any media involving Captain Boomerang, then you know that this man would 100% pick up any number of guns and shoot them as many times as necessary if he thought it would give him an advantage. And again, I'd be right there with you if he wasn't using his boomerangs, but he is. So this is just dumb, okay? Alright, I suppose I've said enough. All this pointless nitpicking got dredged back up and thrust into my face, and I just couldn't resist the temptation to give my 2 cents. I just had to. It was all so stupid. As far as this new look at the game goes, it's not a crazy amount of new details, just more so Rocksteady giving another look with some added minor details and context. I honestly think they're showing too much of the game at this point, but I understand why. It's clearly because of the negative reception they received early on. But I think the fact that they haven't spoken about removing and changing a bunch of shit and instead just showed the game again tells me that they're confident that they've made a good game. And so them just showing it to you again is just them going, no guys, look, it's actually really cool. A similar thing happened with Lords of the Fallen when their audio design seemed really lackluster, and they showed the game again with better audio instead of going on a crusade to win the internet's favor. Not saying that that confidence in your game means it's good. It's possible to have confidence in something that you shouldn't. Lords of the Fallen was just alright. But as of right now, Rocksteady being confident that their game is actually good is how I read the situation. But I guess we'll see in the few months leading up to the February release. Anyway, that's all from me. Please remember to like the video if you enjoyed, or subscribe if you really want to make my day. But until next time, I am Waifu Belector. I am just a normal guy. I like hentai, and I'm still gonna buy Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League. Goodbye.